Welcome back to the channel. My name is Damani. If you're new here, what's up? Welcome. If you're not new here, what's poppin'? So let's get comfortable. Let's get into it today. Well, yesterday, the Grammy nominations came out. People were talking about it. It was an uproar on Twitter. You know, every year Grammy nominations come out. It's always a thing. Always, since it's been out. But more of social media era, it's always like a thing that people are talking about. It's always a hot topic. Who got snubbed? Who was nominated? Who shouldn't have been nominated? Who should have been nominated? You know, all that stuff. Let me put my phone on. Okay, so with that being said, it's now been a day. It's the next day. It's 9:28 Wednesday morning. We're gonna get into. I'm gonna give my own opinion on the nominations. Who I feel should have been nominated. I'm not gonna say who I feel shouldn't have been there because that's kind of a messed up thing to say because if they're there for a reason. But we're just gonna get into all the nominations, and I'm only talking about 4 categories: general field, well, kind of 5: general field, and then which is the 4 main categories, and then pop, R&B, rap, and gospel. So those are the ones that those are the ones that I am most interested in. So let's go. Okay, so this is no typical order. I'm just going in it how I have it on my laptop because I took screenshots. So best new artist, we got Ingrid. Okay, also I'm looking at my laptop and the camera. I'm trying to do both. So if you see me looking at this, is because the nominees are on my laptop. But okay, best new artist: Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridges, Chica, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke, Doja Cat, K Trinata, Megan Thee Stallion. So the only people that I know from this are Chica down. I've heard of Chica, don't know her. I heard of Chica, do not know her music. Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus, that's her sister. I don't know her. I don't know her music, but I know that she's having a moment within the industry. D Smoke was from the Netflix show. He's done some things. He's been able to. If anything, I don't know his music, but I do like his hustle and his grind of coming from a TV show, a competition show at that, and still being able to have a career outside of it, because that's not an easy thing to do. And I think he won also. Doja Cat, love Doja Cat. Say So is, I think, one of her main things she's nominated for on the Grammys. Aside from Best New Artist, K Trinata, who's been around for a little minute now. I'm not sure how new she is, but because I've been hearing, I'm not sure if it's a guy or a girl, but I've been hearing their name for a minute now, so I'm not sure if they're new, but they're here, so they must be. And then we have Megan Thee Stallion, the Stallion. So best new artist for me, it would be Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion, and if not those two, I guess D Smoke maybe or Noah. I don't really know, but yeah, those are my picks for best new artist. Now, those are the picks that they have. People that I feel should have been nominated. Let's go, cause y'all know I'm ready. Y'all know I am ready. Hold on, cause y'all know I'm ready. Hold on, cause when I saw this yesterday, I was like, oh, okay, all right. Megan Thee Stallion is a good one, and Doja Cat are good, but I feel like who's on here? I feel like Summer Walker should have been on the best new artist list. She got snubbed a lot throughout this list, so I feel like Summer Walker should have definitely been on this list. But it's okay. She wasn't. It's whatever. Who else on my list? Um, Kehlani's not new really. I don't really have a lot of the people on my list are on there, but like, yeah, yeah. They know. Summer Walker is the main person who I feel like had a breakout year. She should have been nominated, but it's all good. It's always next year. I know I have more people for best new artist, and I may come back to it, but right now I just can't think about it. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's go to the next one. Song of the Year. We have Black Parade by Beyonce, who is nominated. Well, she's the most nominated. She's leading the pack of nominations for this year. So let's hope she takes at least. I'm gonna sing at least give her 3 out of the 6. I mean, out of the 9. That's not a lot for 9 nominations, but in the past she's been snubbed. So if she can just take, even though I don't think Beyonce cares, still if she can get 3 home, take 3 home, that'll be cool. But Black Parade, The Box, Body Rich, Cardigan, Taylor Swift, Circles, Post Malone, Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa, Everything I Wanted, Big Billy, I Can't Breathe, Her, and then If the World Was Ending, uh, JP Sax featuring Julia Michaels. Okay, Song of the Year for me, Black Parade is not the song of the year. It definitely the significance of if it got it, it would be because of the significance of the song and what it meant, and it went with the Lion King soundtrack, I believe. So with that being said, I could see why it would get it, but it wouldn't be my choice out of these other songs. I would pick my choices are The Box and Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. I'm not going to give it to Beyonce only because I feel like the song wasn't really that. I feel like it came and went me. And then when it comes to Her, I Can't Breathe, the significance of the song is like really good, so it could be Song of the Year. But let me charge my phone. My laptop. It could be Song of the Year, but I just don't see it really being Song of the Year. Like it's iffy when it comes to that. Other songs that could have been in Song of the Year. You have Brandy. You have Borderline, which was snubbed. Brandy's whole album was snubbed. She could have been a Song of the Year, but it's cool. You could have put any one of Summer Walker's songs could have been in there. I don't even have to pick one. Let's go down my playlist. Kehlani was in there, so Kehlani could have got one for Song of the Year. Tiana Taylor could have got one for Song of the Year. Nicki Minaj could have got one for Song of the Year. Who else? Ariana, Thank You Next didn't get nominated, but Thank You Next came out. No, Thank You Next was supposed to be, I think, the Grammys before. No, Thank You Next came out in 2019, I believe, or 2020. It came out, I think, 2020. No, maybe not. But Jasmine Sullivan could have had Song of the Year with Lost Ones. Victoria Monet, Tiana Taylor. It's so many people that I feel like should have been in this category for Song of the Year, but they weren't. So it's just, you know what, cool, whatever. But I gave y'all my 2 picks. It's either going to be The Box or Everything I Wanted for Song of the Year. So let's just keep it moving and not talk too much. Let's go to this one. Okay, so now we're on Best Tradition. I'm just kind of going all over. No, matter of fact, let me just do it in order. What's this one? Okay, Record of the Year. I'd rather just do it in order instead of me going all over the place. Record of the Year, we have Black Parade, Queen Bee. You have Colors, Black Pumas. You have Rockstar, The Baby and Roddy Rich. You have Say So with Doja Cat. Everything I Wanted, Big B. Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa. Post Malone again. No, Post Malone for Circles. And then you have Savage, Megan Thee Stallion. Like I said again, I do not think Black Parade was really that song that I thought she's had other music out that they could have put, but they really love the song, I'm guessing. So maybe they're saying something I'm not saying. But I'm thinking it's going to be either my personal picks. Okay, who I think they're going to pick might be Black Parade. Only because like I said, they've snubbed her so many years. Now she has 9. So she's going to take home at least one of the 4 major categories. I just think so. So they're gonna give that to Beyonce. But my personal picks would either be Everything I Wanted or Savage, because I don't feel like Say So was record of the year. So Say So, Everything I Wanted, or Savage can take it for me. The other ones are just kind of like we're cool, but not my personal picks. Now let's go to this is the last one of the general field, I believe so. Album of the Year, Chilombo, Jhené Aiko, which I did not expect this to be in the category, not because the album was not good, but only because I just didn't think that the Grammys was going to be in that stratosphere, but they were, so we're here. So we have Jhené, we have Black Pumas with the Black Pumas, and it's the deluxe edition, and we have Everyday Life with Coldplay, we have Jacob Colliver with D Jesse Volume 3. We have Women in Music Part 3 with Haim. And then you have Future Nostalgia with Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa had a really big year. So honestly, for me, I'm gonna go with either Dua Lipa or Janae's always gonna be my first pick. But if not Janae, it's gonna be Dua. Who should have been in this category? Let's talk about it. Brandy for B7, Kehlani for It Was Good Until It Wasn't, uh, Tiana Taylor, the album. You even Chloe and Halle got some nominations, and I'm gonna get to them later when their category comes up. But they could have been an album of the year. Summer Walker had a great album. Who else? Hold on, because I have people. Uh, I don't even know. There's so many good people. I can't. Uh, Jaguar, Victoria Monet. There's so many good people that could have been an album of the year. Oh wait, it's more. Hold on, it's two more I'm missing. It's Post Malone for Hollywood's Bleeding, and then Folklore Taylor Swift. So that is all for album of the year. I don't really have anything bad about these albums, honestly. I think Taylor Swift is gonna take it only because Taylor is a Grammy like princess, and she's nominated every year, whether the music really hits or not. So I think Taylor's gonna take it. My personal pick though would be Janae because I really resonated with that album. So Janae Echo too, I wanted for album of the year. So I gave y'all. I think those were the four major categories. I believe so. Now let's just get into the pop categories itself, and then we can move on. We can move on with everything else. Give me one moment so I can get these together. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about it down below. I really want to know what y'all think about it. We have a month before we really get into the categories itself. I mean, to begin to the show. So in the comments down below, let me know what y'all think about it. If I'm tripping, if I'm not tripping, let me know. Okay, so the first pop category I'm gonna do is best pop vocal album. We have Changes with Justin Bieber, Chromatica Lady Gaga, Future Nostalgia Dua Lipa, Fine Line Harry Styles, Folklore Taylor Swift. I listened to none of these albums in its fullness. The only album that I really listened to was Changes, but I listened to bits and pieces of every album on here. Rather, it was like in passing or on my own. So if I could give this to someone, just off of I'm just gonna go off of the year that everyone had. I'm gonna give it to Dua Lipa only because I feel like she had a really good year, and I feel like she worked hard for it. And everybody else on here has had Grammys in some shape or form, so Dua Lipa's gonna get that one. I don't really have anyone who I feel like should have got it because I wasn't really in tune with that this year or last year. So let's go to the next one. Best traditional pop vocal album. Blue Umbrella. Okay, listen. All of these people on this for best traditional pop vocal album, I don't know these people. I never listened to any of their music, and if I have, it's probably been in passing or like, oh, I like that song. Maybe if I've heard it on like Instagram, Twitter, or like whatever, I probably do know their music, and I just don't know that it's them. I don't know these people. So for best traditional pop vocal album, whoever takes it, congratulations to you. Whoever doesn't take it, I guess try again next year. But yeah, I don't know these people, so I'm not gonna act like I do know them. But I will do my research because they are nominated, so obviously they're important. All right, let's go to the next one. Best pop solo performance. Justin Bieber, Yummy, Say So, Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted, Big Billy, Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa, Watermelon Sugar, Harry Styles, and Cardigan, Taylor Swift. Billie Eilish takes it, or Billy or Say So. Everyone else, nope. That's my final statement. Let's get into best. This is the last for the pop category. This is best pop duo and group performance. You have Undia, which with J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Thani. And you have Intentions with Justin Bieber and Quavo. You have Dynamite BTS, Rain on Me, Gaga, and Ariana Grande, and you have Exile, Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. I'm giving it to Dynamite only because I feel like that album. I'm not sure when that album came out, but I feel like that's like out of all these songs, that's probably one of the best that I think, and it's the most popular, I think, because that's what the Grammys is about, popularity. So if you're gonna go off best pop, I think is BTS, Dynamite. So now I've done the general field, and I've done pop. So that's 8 categories. So no, that's 8 nominations so far. 2 categories. Now we're gonna get into R&B. So this is the first one is best traditional R&B performance. We have "Sit On Down." That's the Brady Project featuring Jean Bay and Marcus Baylor. You have "Wonder What She Thinks of Me," Chloe and Halle. Let Me Go," Michael Kilgore. "Anything for You," Let Us See, and "Distance," Yeba. Chloe and Halle takes it hands down, only because I feel like they've had the best. And I'm pretty sure I've listened to, like, I don't always listen to like the music that's always, because sometimes I just don't be in tune with everything, because you can't be. So a lot of these artists, either I don't know or I can't listen to everything. So as we're going through it, I will go back and listen to it. So if an artist gets snubbed, I can have a idea of why, because it's like, okay, maybe that album was good then. But for this category, it's gonna go to Chloe and Halle, only because I feel, even if a person doesn't feel like the song itself is strong, which I feel like it is, this is like the second to last song on their album, Ungali Hour. So if you have not listened to it, go listen to the whole album. And "Wonder What She Thinks of Me" is towards the end of it. I just feel like, aside from the album and the songs, they've had one of the best rides in quarantine as as a group, and they've been able to take what they had as still kind of new artists, even though they've been in our faces for some time now. They're still newer artists. They were able to take what they have and flip it and work. They were able to flip it and make it work for themselves. Off that, any category that they in, they're winning in my book. So best traditional R&B performance, Chloe and Halle takes it in my book. Let's go to the next one. Oh, no, let's talk about, you know what? No, I already left it. It's whatever. We'll go to the next one. I'll bring it up later. We'll come back up again. Best R&B album, we have "Happy to Be Here," Ant Clemens, "Take Time," Giveon, "To Feel Loved," Luke James, "Bigger Love," John Legend, "All Rise," Gregory Porter. So this category had a lot of people talking, and a lot of the R&B, because R&B this year, the categories for the Grammys, for the 2021 Grammys, have. I'm yawning because it's like real, it's BS. But it's not, well, I won't say it's BS, because these people obviously made the music that people just connected to. But it's like, I'm just going to be completely honest, because I'm big into music and R&B especially. The men of R&B music did not carry R&B music for the past year, or for the past year, maybe 2-3 years. I would really say since like 2015, women have been carrying R&B music. So the fact that I can name you about 5 projects right now on one hand, I only got 5 fingers anyway, 5 projects right now like that should have been nominated. Well, Janae got one album, but Janae, Kehlani, Tiana Taylor, her had got nominations, but Brandy, I think Chloe and Halle should have been the best R&B album. Like this, so even though they got nominations, I still feel like the best R&B album, which is a big category, for it to only represent men, was kind of, yeah. They dropped. I'm not gonna say they dropped the ball, but they really could have done better. But what's done is done. You can't take it back. Let's go. Let's continue. All right, we have best progressive R&B album. You have Chilombo. So this is her second. This is Janae's second one. You have Ungali Hour, which is Chloe and Halle's second one. You have Free Nationals, F Your Feelings, and then you have It Is What It Is. So I think for best progressive R&B album, it's gonna be the first 2 for me. It's either gonna be Chilombo or Ungali Hour. Either one of those can take it for me, and I hope one of them do take it. Let's go to the next one. Next one is Best R&B Song. You have Better Than I Imagined with her. It's not her. It's featuring her with some other people. It's Robert Glasper featuring her and Michelle. Can't say that person's last name, but y'all will see the picture, so y'all can look at it yourselves. Black Parade, Big B, Queen B, Clyde, Do It, Chloe and Halle, and Slow Down with her also. So her has have a couple nominations. This is Chloe and Halle's third. I think this is the third and last nomination that they have. So I'm giving it to Chloe and Halle, in my opinion. But uh, yeah, the rest are there. I'm not gonna keep on talking about who I feel should have been nominated because they aren't nominated. So it's like it's whatever. But Brandy should have been in this category at least for Border. If you were gonna give her anything for the album as a whole, Borderline itself was a song that was so big, and when it came out, like she has had and is still having a moment. For her to be snubbed consistently is bullshittery, but it's cool. Do what y'all do. Let's continue. Last category for R&B is Best R&B Performance. You have Lightning and Thunder, this is Janae's last Grammy. Like this is her third one. You have Black Parade by Beyonce again. You have All I Need. You have Go Ahead, and you have See Me. I'm giving this to Lightning and Thunder because this is, if you listen to the Chilombo album, this is towards the end of the album. This is like the third or fourth to last song on the album. So if you got to this song, then that means that you actually listened to the album and you can see the progression of how she started to how she kind of came to the conclusion of the album. And I think this song really is a part of the conclusion of it. I feel like this song really it really is important. So, and it has John Legend on it, and they just sound great. So I'm giving it to Lightning and Thunder. So now that concludes my R&B categories. So I've done general feel, pop, now R&B. I told y'all once I'm done, I'm really gonna give a consistent opinion on the Grammys this year, how they dropped the ball, how they didn't drop the ball, and what they could do better. And yeah, let's get into the rap category, and then we're gonna end it off with gospel. With some Jesus in here. Best rap album, you have D Smoke, Alfredo, A Written Testimony, King's Disease, and The Algorithm. So that's D Smoke, Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist, Jay Electronica, Nas, Royce the 5'9". These albums right here, I have not listened to. I will go back and listen to them, but I have not. But since, like I said before, the Grammys is based on popularity, whether they want to believe it or not, they are. I'm going to give it to... This is back. I'm not basing it off the music, at least for this one. I'm going to give it to either D Smoke or Nas, only because, Nas is a legend, so he could get it just off being a legend. And I feel like